burglar who killed coin collector by stuffing a sock in his mouth and tying him up with shoelaces so he could steal his rare treasure trove is jailed for 15 years. A burglar has been jailed for 15 years after he killed a coin collector while trying to steal his treasure trove. Paul Paget, 54, tied up his vulnerable hoarder victim with shoelaces and stuck a sock in his mouth, which made him swallow his own tongue. Anthony Bubbins, 57, lived as a recluse and had spent a lifetime building up a large collection of rare coins and ornaments at his home. In the weeks leading up to his death he had began allowing Paget to take some items away to sell at a nearby pawn shop. But Paget, who was said to be in need of money, wanted the trove for himself, and attacked the hoarder at his home in January. Paget forced a 22-centimeter sock into his mouth and tied him up with shoelaces before ransacking his home and stealing hundreds of pounds worth of goods. Mr. Bubbins was found dead at his home in Newport on January 15, 6 days after Paget was seen on CCTV entering his property. He was found on his mattress with a pillow over his face and his hands tied behind his back, with the long sock causing him to swallow his own tongue. Prosecutor Caroline Reese told Newport Crown Court, Paget had established knowledge of the address and that it was a potential treasure trove. He killed Mr. Bubbins, and he intended to kill him or at least cause him serious physical injury. Paget was cleared of murder after Mr. Bubbins' death but was convicted of manslaughter following a 3-week trial. He was sentenced at Cardiff Crown Court on Friday, where Mr. Justice Simon Picken said, "This was a truly horrible way in which to die." The judge added, "This was an act of degradation and humiliation. A callous lack of remorse is evident." Paget, of Newport, was sentenced to 15 years in jail. Another man, Stephen Appleton, 32, helped Paget burgle Mr. Bubbins' home and was jailed for 20 months after he admitted burglary, producing cannabis and supplying cannabis.